So now I'm looking at not only I see the grass, but the grass, I am on a hill. The grass kind of gives way to these beautiful pastel flowers down the rest of the hill, and they're kind of like swaying in the wind, but there's no wind. And then at the bottom of that hill, there's this city. There's this huge, huge city. In the middle of that city, there's this big, giant golden dome. It almost looks like a golden Capitol dome in the middle. There's a couple other Capitol domes that are around, but that white fog that was the curtain being pulled has now settled into that valley. So all I can see of that city are rooftops, and they're kind of popping up all over the place. There's golden domes, but there's a lot of like white steeples that are sticking through, like church steeples. But this city's huge. Uh, but the steeples didn't have any crosses on them, and I thought that was a little interesting. It was something that I noticed, and I thought, well, that's weird. If they're churches, why don't they have crosses? And then on the other side of that valley, there's another mountain that goes up, and above the mountain is the most beautiful sunset or sky that I've ever seen. It looked like a sunset, but there was no sun. And then there's these colors that are like they're reds and oranges and just super bright, super vivid, um, like colors that I can't even describe. I mean, I try, but it doesn't do us any. It doesn't do justice. And then on that hill or that other mountain, there are these trees. They're like perfectly shaped. They look like pine trees, but they have these lacy, like pine needles. And so now these beams of light, the one that hit me and has been moving towards me, they're now going across the valley. And one of them hits the tip of like the tip of the branch of the tree. And it was like it had a diamond on it because when the light hit that tree, it just burst into these tiny little light beams. So it's like fireworks going off all over that sky, but they're like bright white. And the beams of light keep hitting it, just popping everywhere. There's beams of light going everywhere. It's amazing. And I'm just looking at that and I'm just like, wow, this is just incredible. And as I look back to where the beams of light were coming from, that shimmering round thing, whatever it was, Jesus says to me, it's the glory of the Lord. And when he said that, I mean, I got really emotional and I fell to my knees. I could not stand.